Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle Thumb with SolarBOOM, solarboom.io, everything that you need to make your solar business go boom. So we're moving into 2021, and the biggest opportunity that I think I see right now in the solar industry is creating content for your audience. And what I mean by that is not necessarily what you typically think of when it comes to talking about blogs and creating videos and things like that, but creating content so that your network, your friends, your family, they know what it is that you do. And that's why I wanted one of my first videos in 2021 to be about how to get better solar leads using content. And so we can just get into it. I really believe content is the cheapest and the best way to turn your network that you already have into closed deals. All right, so think about when we're creating content, who are we creating content for? If we were to look at our network, who are we looking for? What type of people do we want to sell? Solar is great because it really can help so many different people, and it can be seen as a no-brainer in a lot of circumstances. So when I'm just looking at people who own their home and they don't have solar. Like, that's pretty much it. Obviously, there's other stuff that goes into it, but that's when we dive deeper, we look into those questions as well. In addition to that, think about people who might be interested in saving money, and think about people who are interested in the environment and love the environment. But for the most part, I'm thinking, who do I know that's a homeowner? And when we're thinking about who do we know, we go through all of our list of family and friends and old colleagues and acquaintances and neighbors and social groups. And you slowly start to realize that there's dozens, if not hundreds, of people that you can probably help if you're able to get that conversation started in the right way. So when you think about that, you realize there's dozens, if not hundreds, of people that you can help. A lot of people kind of, once they get up the nerve to start asking their friends and family, they think they're so excited because they realize what the potential is, and then they just start. When they start thinking about the money and the results, they don't necessarily think about the process, and so don't forget about doing things the right way, because our instinct is to reach out in the fastest and the easiest way possible, meaning copy and pasting Facebook messages, post to our Facebook feed that are asking directly for business without providing value, and quick and non-personal text messages. Hey, have you gone solar yet? Actually, that's not a bad one, but when you start saying, hey, we're trying to get solar, I want to give you $1,000 cash back. And when you get those unsolicited messages to your friends and family, it comes off as spammy, and you don't want to do that. um, when we get those messages from people that are nagging us that we haven't really expressed interest yet, and they don't even haven't even put in the time to learn about me and what I care about. They just want to talk about their product. We like this. We want to we get frustrated and we want to make it stop. Don't lose friends and family because you don't know how to pitch right. So when we fail and when we do this, when we reach out with cold text messages, when we reach out with cold messages, and we're just pushing, we're there's an expression by Gary Vee, which is jab, 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 right hook. And what he's talking about is provide value, provide value, provide value, then an ask. And if we haven't provided any value and we go right for that right hook, then what that's going to lead to is failure, and we're going to annoy people. It's going to ruin our reputation, and it's just insanely inefficient. So the reason why it fails is there's no value. We're seen as beggars. All right. So if only there was a way to make it so that our customers would come to us rather than us having to chase them. And marketing in general, there's quite a few different ways where we can accomplish this, and content is just one of those. So for the rest of this presentation, how do we do that? How do we get customers chasing us? Content marketing is the answer. All right. So what is content? Content is everything that we see online. There's some things that are offline as well, but for the most part, it's things that we consume online. It could be a photo, it could be an article, it could be a blog post, it could be an infographic, it could be a video, like it could be a podcast. Whatever you're listening to or looking at or reading, that's content. And so content marketing is utilizing and leveraging everything that's on social media and the platforms themselves to help you become a producer rather than a consumer. So for you to produce content that the people that you're looking to attract are going to find entertaining or funny or educational. So the goals of content marketing, there's a lot, there's a big list, but the 6 biggest ones is create brand awareness, educate your audience, build credibility and trust, generate sales, nurture potential clients, and build loyalty with your current customers. But to simplify it a little bit, your goal with content marketing is to educate, to entertain, and to remind. And when I say remind, I'm just talking about reminding people about what it is that you do and who you help. And so I get it, solar professionals. I work with a lot of you. I myself, when you think about content marketing, you think about producing content, it sounds like something that's going to take a lot of time, and ain't nobody got time for that. And so that's why in the rest of this video, we're going to talk about the six types of content that you can create without any time at all, and it's going to help you to spread the word and bring you more deals in 2021. So 6 types of content that take no time at all, just like pressing an easy button. So number 1 is memes. So memes are one of my favorites. This meme actually right here is one that I posted, I think, last summer, and it went viral. In like one night, I got like 100 different people that were sharing it. And memes are very, very effective because people like memes. And there's all kinds of different types, and they're already out there on the internet, so you don't even necessarily have to create them yourselves. You can just go and find ones that are already other places. Because think about it this way, is we see solar memes because we're in the solar industry, but there's people in our network that have no idea what solar is. Maybe they have 1, 2, 3 solar professionals that are in their network. They don't see these things, and therefore if you're able to borrow, take, or somewhat in a way steal content from other people, you can ask for permission, of course, and you should, but if we're able to take that content and reuse it and repurpose it for our audience, we're going to have a ton of success. And the reason that memes work is because it's easy to create, and it's even easier to find, meaning if you spent 15 minutes looking, you could probably have enough memes to keep you posting for months on end. It's short and sweet, where it helps people. Like the message of most of those solar memes is solar can help you to save money. It's short and sweet, but at the same time, it's unbelievable at getting engagement. And the reason for that is because it's entertaining, it's funny, people like to comment, people like to share, it uses pop culture. And then memes, because they do all these things effectively, what they're really doing is we've trained our audience on Facebook and social media. Everyone, ourselves included, when we see memes, we typically stop and we want to look at them for a half second longer than we would something else. And for that reason, that's why memes are so valuable, because they are a great way to promote what we have to offer, but it's done in a way where we're not promoting ourselves, we're just promoting the industry in itself, but we're still at the same time reminding people what it is that we do. Number 2, easy content. Post a post-utility solar bill. And so these work great because, number 1, every single person knows what bills look like. Every single person hates bills. And when we post this, it's going to do a great job of grabbing their attention. But then it also kind of helps to show them in a realistic, in a real world example, how people can save money with solar, or how solar can completely eliminate your electric bill. And so collecting those from past customers is insanely effective, because you're able to use that and say, you can just post a picture of it and say, isn't it cool how solar is able to do this for my friend Fred who went solar last month? What a great industry to be in. And when we post things like that, people are going to engage with it, they're going to like it, more people are going to see it, and then all those people that we haven't spoke with in 5 years, they're going to see it and they're going to remember, hey, that's cool, Kyle's in the solar industry. And our ultimate goal with content is obviously not to get them to buy now, but when they're in that buying window later, they're going to think of us. So that is one of the reasons why the bills work. Another thing that the bill works is because bills are uncomfortable. People don't like their bill, so what it's doing is it's kind of poking their pain and shining a spotlight on it, but at the same time, it's also the same exact image is showing them how our solution helps. Number 3, photos with customers. Photos with customers are awesome because they show that you're a real person. Social media, we've been posting photos on social media for over a decade now, and so it's completely natural, but it's a way for us to connect with someone, especially if we're in kind of a crowded market, and we're trying to differentiate ourselves. We want to come off as a real person, because that's kind of the thing about sales and solar, and I mean sales in general, is that a lot of our industry, there's a lot of salespeople that are competing and they're selling, and we kind of have a bad reputation. And so what we're doing with photos is we are showing them what we do, trying to show them why we're different, and we're trying to be authentic and show them that we are a person, because that's what we want to do. Is we want to become a friend, an advisor to these people, that someone that they can trust. And when we take pictures of ourselves with other clients, it does a really good job at doing that. Main thing though is it's personal, and then also when you put, like, the human face is an insanely good piece of content, because people are attracted to it instantly. At least 99% of human faces, and it's great, man. So when you take these images as well, you want to remember to take the image, you and your client, tell that client's story. How much were they paying before? How were you able to help them? What was the process like? How much are they saving now? And when you tell that story, you're able to kind of elaborate on the photo. Number 4, curate content. So curate content is just taking content from other places, infographics, images, memes, articles, blogs, videos, whatever it is that your audience might be interested in. It could be news about the new tax credits going back up. It could be an article that talks about the 5 reasons to go solar this year. But the idea is that when you're curating content, you find this content, you share it with your audience, and what you're doing is we're borrowing the authority of the author. So we don't have to necessarily do any of the work ourselves, because what's going to happen is the people that are reading that content, they're going to feel more comfortable with you than this random person in a video, and they're still going to approach you when it comes to solar. So that's another thing. Sometimes people are too concerned about, they don't want to share someone else's content because they think it's going to make the other person look well. The main thing with this is that we're just trying to provide them with as many reminders as possible of what it is that we do. So we want to be able to curate content, find other content. It's going to save us a ton of time, and then we just schedule it out over the course of several weeks and or months. And if we do that consistently, we're going to be considered the solar guy, and we never have to produce our own content ever again. 5, testimonials and reviews. So testimonials and reviews are one that are super important, because number one, you should already have these. You should already be collecting these on places like Google and Facebook. It provides social proof. It tells your customers what you do, but it also tells your customers that you're actually good at what you do. And the cool thing about reviews and testimonials that I love is you're bragging, but not really. Because if I say that I'm awesome, people are going to say I'm a conceited ass. But if this person that I've helped, that I work with, says, "Oh yeah, Kyle's so great, Kyle's awesome," and all I have to do is quote that, it doesn't look as bad. People take it with it's much more palatable, and it's actually even better than if I were to say it myself. So what we're doing is we're taking those testimonials and reviews that we hopefully already have. Hopefully they're already written down. Hopefully maybe we have some videos. We have them all on these different sites, and we just collect those, keep them all in one place, and then we can share those with our network, and maybe once again tell a story that goes along with that review or that customer, because stories are what sell. So always keep that in mind. Last one, photos of installs. This one is probably the least, but it's also something that is super easy because you probably are already doing it. So taking pictures of homes, showing them what you do, and showing them that you're proud of your work. And it also is going to help with, there's some people out there that think, I don't want solar panels. Solar panels are ugly. So if we get some nice pictures, we can start to show them what a good solar installation actually looks like. Then maybe we can kind of start to drip those into our network, and those people will slowly start to change their minds. Bottom line is, you can do it. You can create content. All of these are super easy, super fast. You can take things that you already have and you can post them on social media. And when you do that, you're going to be reminding people about what it is that you do, who you help, and then in the future, they're going to be much more likely to reach out to you. So this was obviously our piece on content marketing. If you have any questions at all, let me know down below. Once again, my name is Kyle with SolarBOOM.io. SolarBOOM, everything that your solar business needs to make your business go boom. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments as well. My goal in 2021 is to create 52 high quality videos for you all. So this is number 1, and I look forward to creating more with you guys in the next 51 weeks. So take care.